Just waiting for somebody to show up for chair yoga. I didn't advertise this class, so maybe nobody knows. Let's see. Mary! Are you going to do it with me, Mary, or are you just going to watch? I think you should join us. Let's see. Oh, Bob, too. All the Strickers representing. Are you guys together? Maybe you're separate. We're going to do some chair yoga. If you're going to join us, you might want a tie or a big beach towel or a strap, something like this for the end of class. So you may want to grab one. Let's see, Mom's on probably. Kevin McLaughlin, are you going to do some chair yoga? Join us. Yolanda. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Hope everybody's surviving okay. Maybe everybody stayed home today. I worked from home today. Seems like I'm busier at home than I ever was at the office. Oh well, better to be busy than bored, I suppose. Yeah, well, it's crazy times. Anxieties are high. Nerves are high, but this will hopefully be a nice grounding practice to help us all sort of relax, be present in the moment for a little while, and take care of ourselves. Yeah, so if you're new to yoga, please remember to always listen to and respect your body and only move in ways that feel good in your body. So nothing should hurt, no pain, sensation, stretching sensation is good, but sharp pain is not good. So if anything is painful, please stop doing what you're doing and just watch. Yeah, so this is real low pressure, low key. Just because I say to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. You can always just kind of hang out and watch or watch it later and do it. But the flow of the class is going to be a little centering and breath work, and then we'll warm up, move, stretch, and do a little relaxation and meditation at the end. What's up, Chloe Pickles? I miss you. All right, so let's take a minute to get centered. So find a seat on your chair, and it's best if your chair doesn't have arms. If it has arms, you'll have to figure out a way to work around it, but no arms is best. So bring some length into the spine, lower the gaze or close the eyes. Lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling as you let the shoulders melt down away from the ears. Palms are flat on the thighs, giving us a nice rooted sensation, a nice grounded feeling. Feel your feet flat on the earth. Feel everywhere your body is being supported by your chair. Just take a minute to notice your breath. No effort to change it at this point, just notice the breath. Maybe even trace the breath as it flows in through the nose, down into the lungs, and then trace it as that warm air flows up out of the lungs, out through the nose. Letting go of any worries or stress from the day. Just set that to the side for now. And shift your focus to your body, to this moment, to this time just for you. And let's take 4 rounds of 4, 7, 8 breathing. So what we'll do is we'll let our air out, and then we'll inhale through the nose slowly to the count of 4. We'll hold the breath for a count of 7, and then exhale audibly out your mouth for a count of 8. And we'll do 4 rounds of that breath. So go ahead and let all your air out. Slow inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale out the mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more rounds on your own, 4, 7, 8. Just resume normal breathing. Sometimes we feel a little lightheaded after doing that breath work. The more you do that 4, 7, 8 breathing, the less you feel that dizziness. But feeling dizzy can feel good sometimes too. A little lightheaded, a little cheap buzz. Good. Take a minute and set an intention for your practice today. So that's a quality or characteristic you would like to invite more of into your life. So it might be calm, peace, contentment, compassion, forgiveness, love, whatever speaks to you. Call to mind your intention, visualize it in the mind's eye. Gently blink open the eyes, and we'll start moving. So again, remember, nothing should hurt. Don't overdo it. Don't hurt yourself. Just enjoy the movement. So maybe you scooch up towards the edge of your chair, and we're just going to start getting warmed up by marching in place. So maybe the hands are holding onto the chair and the knees lift. Maybe the knees lift a lot. Maybe they lift a little. Doesn't matter. If you'd like a little bit more, you can move the arms. Draw that low belly in so you're protecting the spine. We're just marching and moving, getting the blood pumping, getting warmed up. And breathing, always maintaining the breath. So the breath is always our barometer. If you can't get a full deep breath back out of the pose or slow it down, maybe call to mind your intention. So when things get hard in yoga, we do more of what's right. So that's focusing our intent on our intention, focusing on our breath as we warm up here. Nice. All right, we're going to keep getting warm. So we're going to tap the toes to the side as we bring the arms up. So maybe the legs go straight. Maybe those knees stay bent. Maybe the arms don't go all the way up. Maybe they just come up to the side. You do what works for you. Just move in any way, at whatever pace works for you. You might go slower, you might go faster. This is your practice. You do what works best for you. Hi, Jeffrey. Side to side. Warming up those bodies. Couple more to each side. And find your stillness. And let's loosen up the spine a little bit. So on an inhale, we're going to arch the back, draw the shoulder blades together, chin lifts slightly. And on an exhale, we scoop out the belly, round the back, chin drops. So this is flexion and inflection of the spine. Just loosening things up. Most of us have probably been spending more time being still and not moving, or hunched over devices. This is all nice to counter that. And then come back to stillness, and we'll add to that a little bit. So we're going to bring one hand to each shoulder, and we're going to round the back, scoop out the belly, chin drops. And on an inhale, we bring the arms to cactus arms, draw the shoulder blades together, chin lifts slightly, and then switch the cross of the arms and scoop out the belly, round the back. So it's that same motion as cat-cow, where we're adding a little arm movement with it. Again, flow at your pace. Alternating the cross of the arms. Maybe you find a little smile. Couple more. And come back to stillness. So we'll take a little flow here, again, in an effort to warm us up, get the blood pumping a little bit. So we're going to inhale the arms up by the ears, chin lifts slightly, and on an exhale, either hands to the thighs, and we come down to forward fold. Then we're going to inhale, take the hands to the shins, we're going to halfway lift, stay here, inhale, chin lifts. Exhale, chin lowers. Inhale, chin lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms wide, flat back all the way up. And we'll take that flow again. Forward fold on an exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Chin lifts. Chin drops. Chin lifts. And forward fold. Inhale, arms wide, flat back, all the way up. Couple more times. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Chin lifts. Chin drops. Chin lifts. And forward fold. Inhale, arms wide, flat back, all the way up. Palms together in front of the heart center. And we'll keep flowing here. So let's interlace the fingers. We're going to bring the hands up over the head. And on an exhale, we're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest any amount. Lift the spine long and straight. And then on an exhale, we're going to bring the arms up, and we're going to see what it feels like to bring that right foot under the chair so your knee is kind of pointed down towards the floor. And then we're going to take a little back bend and bring it all back to neutral. So that's our flow. We're going to do that a couple more times on each side. So inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers, left knee, hug it in. And extend the arms up, left foot comes under the chair, knee to the floor, little back bend, and release it all back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right knee into the chest, spine long and straight. And right knee lowers, little back bend, and back to neutral. Inhale, arms up. Interlace the fingers. Left knee hugs into the chest. In, then release that left knee to the floor. Little back bend. And back to neutral. Let's take one more. Inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers, left or right knee into the chest. Lower it down. This time let's bring the hands to the back of your chair, and then we're just gonna lean forward. So that right foot is under the chair, right knee pointed down towards the earth, and we're lengthening this whole collarbone area. Lean forward. Don't fall off your chair though. Good. Slowly bring it back up to neutral. We'll take the other side. So inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers. Exhale, hug that left knee into the chest. Left foot comes under the chair, left knee towards the floor, little back bend. Then the arms reach back for the chair again. Lean forward, open up the heart center, and breathe. Good. Bring it back to neutral. Relax here. Take a minute just to breathe. Maybe take a minute to focus on your intention that you set at the beginning of class, that quality or characteristic you'd like to invite more of into your life. I think mine today is calm. Cultivating calm in all the chaos. All right. So we're going to do some blast offs. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways so you can see a little bit more what I'm doing. So the options here are blast offs. We're coming into a chair pose, but the bottom lifts off the chair a little bit. The option is to keep your bottom on the chair and just do the arms. Or you can take the blast offs with me. So on an inhale, we lift off the chair just a little bit. Exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Three more. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. I think that's 3. All right, I'll bring my chair back down, back around. And we're gonna cross that right knee over the left knee. And we're gonna bring our forearms towards together. Maybe they don't come together, that's cool. Keep them like that. If the forearms come together, bring them together. Let your breath out. And on an inhale, we're gonna open that right arm out and twist to the right. And back together. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, forearms back together. Inhale, open up to the right. Exhale together. Inhale, open left. Exhale together. Couple more times. Good. Relax the arms, shake them out. And we're going to switch the cross of the legs. So now the left knee crosses over the right knee. We're going to bring the forearms together. Same thing. Twist to the left. Exhale together. Inhale, twist right. Exhale together. Flow at your pace with your breath. One more to each side. Good. Back to neutral. Shake the arms out. Uncross the legs. And let's just take some big shoulder rolls backwards. So shoulders come forward, up by the ears, back and down. big shoulder rolls. Or small ones. You do what works for you. And then circle forwards. It's kind of like giving yourself a massage. And then go ahead and sit back in your chair. And we're going to take the knees to a wide angle, and you have the option of keeping the knees bent here, or you can extend the legs straight, but we're going to come to a forward fold. I think I'm going to keep my legs bent. So we're going to inhale the arms up, and on an exhale, option to bring the forearms to the knees, and then the head drops here. If you want to take it further, the hands can travel down to the ankles and the head hangs. You can always get a block or a book and put your hands on that. High, medium, low, or the hands come all the way to the earth and the head drops. We're just trying to wake up that groin a little bit. So take your forward fold, whatever that looks like for you. So we come to our edge, and then let the head and neck relax. Focus on your slow, deep, even breaths. A little rest after all that movement to get ourselves warmed up. We warm it up and then stretch it out. Wherever you are, we're going to come up nice and slow. So if the hands are on the earth or on a block, go ahead and bring the forearms to the knees. Hang out here for a minute. And maybe the hands come up to the knees. Nice and slow, roll it up. Kind of like you're stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. Until we're all the way upright. And we'll bring the knees back together. So we're gonna scooch a little bit more towards the edge of our chair. That left knee's gonna stay pointing forward, but we're gonna take that right knee out to the side. This one would be hard to do if you had arms on your chair. So left knee's pointing towards me, right knee's out to the side. We're going to bring that right hand to the back of our chair. We're going to inhale the left arm up by our ear. So we're kind of facing over that right knee. We're going to take a side bend towards the back of the chair. And then we're going to inhale, come back up. That left arm's going to come fold at your low back. And then the gaze is going to go over the right shoulder. Come back to neutral. That's our flow. So side bend towards the back of the chair. Inhale, it lifts up. Arm folds to the low back. Gaze over the right shoulder. Couple more. Inhale, left arm up. Side bend towards the back of the chair. Inhale it up. Fold that arm. Gaze. I don't know, one more maybe? I lose count. I'm not a good counter. Good. And we'll take that on the other side. So we'll swing the right leg to point forward, left knee out to the side, square the body and the shoulders, torso and the shoulders over that left leg. Left hand comes to the back of the chair. Inhale the right arm up by the ear. Side bend over towards the back of the chair. Inhale, it lifts up. That right arm folds at the low back. And we gaze over the left shoulder. That's our flow. Inhale the right arm up. Side bend. Inhale it up. Gaze over the left shoulder. 3 more. Inhale, side bend. And gaze left. Inhale. chair. Gaze left. One more. Inhale the arm up, side bend. Bring it up. Hand to the back of the spine. Gaze left. And gently release out. Come back to center. And let's just kind of flow with the arms a little bit. So yoga is all about connecting the movement with the breath. So this is kind of a nice meditative movement, but we're going to just inhale the arms up. Maybe the gaze goes up to the hands, maybe not. And on an exhale, nice and slow, lower the arms to the sides. That's our flow. Inhale and exhale. Really reach through those fingertips. Savor those long, slow breaths. Cherish this time where we get to slow down and not have to worry. Just nurture yourself with your breath. Couple more. So maybe scoot more towards the edge of your chair again. And we're going to take that right ankle and cross it over the left knee. If that doesn't work for you, you can always cross the right ankle over the left ankle. That still's getting into this right hip. That's where we're trying to focus our breath and our attention is on loosening that right hip. So either right ankle over left ankle, or right ankle over left knee. That right foot stays nice and flexed. Lengthen the spine. Maybe a little gentle pressure down on that right knee. Just bringing some stretch, some sensation to that right hip. Slow, deep, even breaths. Option to stay upright, or you can come to forearms or the torso drapes. Hang out wherever you are and breathe. If you're not feeling it at all in that right hip, draw that right ankle closer in towards the left hip crease. That's going to intensify that stretch in the right hip. Breathe wherever you are. Torso's draped. Bring it back up to forearms. And then nice and easy, back up to sitting upright. And then we're going to take the left hand to hug that right knee towards the left shoulder, and we twist a little bit right. It's a little counter stretch for that right hip. And then release out. From here, we're going to take that right leg out to a diagonal to the right. And we're going to take the back of the right hand to the thigh, the inner knee. We're going to bring the left hand to the back of the head. And we're just going to play with folding any amount over that right leg, that straight right leg. So maybe the back of that hand travels down the right leg. Open that left shoulder up towards the sky. Maybe the arm extends straight up. Maybe it stays at the head. You do what works for you. So both the side stretch and getting into that right hamstring a little bit. And gently and easily come on back up. We'll take that little series on the other side. So we're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee, or maybe left ankle over the right ankle. You do what works. Flex that left foot, lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head up, relax the shoulders. A little gentle pressure down on that left knee. And breathe. Remembering, if you want more, bring that left heel up towards the right hip crease. Stay upright if you're feeling it in the left hip here, or option to come to forearms or torso drapes. You do what works. Let the head and the neck be heavy. Let the muscles of the face relax. Nice and easy. If you're folded forward, come back to forearms. Gently bring it back up. We'll take that counter twist. So the right hand grabs that left knee, left hand reaches back for the chair, and we draw that left knee towards the right shoulder, twisting to the left. And release back, forward. Send that left leg now out to a diagonal. Back of that left hand comes to the inner left thigh or left knee. Right hand can come back behind the head. And we take a little bend over that left leg. So the back of that hand travels down, right shoulder opens up or reaches back a little bit, so we're not rounding into this. Trying to get into that right side body. And breathe. Oh, maybe that right arm extends up if that feels okay. And come on back up. Re-bend that left leg. We're going to come up to stand. So we're going to stand behind our chair. So you have options here. You can either, we're going to march in place like we did at the beginning of class, but now we're standing. So you can hold on to the chair and march. Maybe you stand to the side of the chair and just hold on with one arm. Maybe the arms are swinging, but we're just going to march in place. Knees can go as high or as low as your body wants today. I'm kind of out of the screen there. So march, march, march. And breathe, breathe, breathe. Get that heart pumping a little bit. Taking care of ourselves during our stay-at-home orders. Breaking up the boredom. Turning off the Netflix for a little bit. And tuning into ourselves. Keep going, you can do it. Think about your intention, focus on the breath. Do all those things that help us cope when things are hard. Remembering how that lesson can transfer off our chair, off our yoga mat, and into life. Good, go ahead and relax. Maybe shake the legs, shake the arms. And then we are going to stand behind our chair, holding on gently or a lot, whatever works. And we're just going to do some side leg lifts. So we're going to start with the right leg. We're just going to extend it straight out. Good. We're going to do 10. Maybe that right hand's on the right hip. So we don't want to move the body. We want the torso to stay upright. And I've lost count already. 7. Good. Shake out that left leg that you were standing on. And then we'll take the other side. So the right hand holds onto your chair, and we take some leg lifts out to the side, keeping the torso upright. That was probably 11, I think. All right, we're going to just kind of lift our heels and lift our toes. So hold on to the back of your chair. And we're going to lift up on the toes as high as you can go. And then exhale, release. Inhale, lift the toes up off the earth. Heels lift. Toes lift. That's our flow. So we're going to work on balance a little bit here, because I think we're all kind of struggling with balance during the coronavirus. We're trying to balance work and play and kids and family and worrying all at the same time. So let's work on balancing poses, which can help us improve our focus, because it's hard to think about all that other stuff when you're trying not to fall over, right? So we're just going to take a one leg balance. So stand next to your chair and hold on. We're just going to bring that outside leg. We're going to lift that knee. It's my left knee. Not sure which knee you've got lifted. Maybe you play with letting go of the chair. If you find a little spot to stare at on the earth in front of you, that can help with balance. Maybe you want to interlace the fingers and hug that knee in. You can always hold on with one arm and hug the knee in with the other. Focus. If you fall over, who cares? Nobody's watching. If I fall over, you'll get to see me, but I won't get to see you fall over. Every time we fall over and get back in, we're building strength, improving our focus. Good. Hold on to that chair. Relax it down. We'll take that one leg balance on the other side. So now my left side is closest to the chair. I'm going to lift that right knee up off the earth. I'm going to hang out here holding on. Maybe I play with letting go. Finding a little spot to stare at again. Find your drishti and breathe. Good. Maybe you hug that right knee in towards the chest. Maybe you hold on with one hand. Try to make your inhales and your exhales the same length. Good. Then hold on and release it down. So now we're going to practice another balancing pose, but we're also practicing for if you get pulled over after you've had a couple cocktails. So really, that requires balance, right? We're going to do that heel toe walk. So let's start with the feet together. Find your perfect posture. And then we're just going to walk heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. Let's see how close I can get here. Good. Turn around and walk back the other way. Heel toe. You know, the arms can come out if that helps with balance. No race here. It's nice and slow. Kind of like you're walking on a balance beam. If you want more of a challenge, lift the chin up. Good. Turn around and come on back. Or keep walking, I don't care. All right. One more balance thing and then we're gonna sit back down. So we're gonna stand next to the chair. My left leg is closest to the chair, so I'm gonna hold on with my left hand. And we're just gonna tap the right toes in front, to the side, and to the back. To the side, to the front, side, back. If you're like, that's not too hard, let go of that chair. Maybe the hands come to prayer, maybe they stay out to the side. But just keep tapping front, side, and back. Again, finding your spot to focus on can really help with your balance. Couple more. Good. Relax. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. And we'll come to the other side of the chair and do that tapping on this side. So we're holding on with one hand. We tap the left toes. Side, back, side, front. Your tap, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you let go of that chair and find whatever you want to do with your arms. Good. One more. I lied. We're going to do one more thing before we sit down. So this is just, we're going to tap the chair with our feet. I keep getting too close up and it cuts my head off. So we're just going to lift a foot up, touch it down. Each leg, alternate each leg. Just tap the seat of the chair with your toes. If that's not working for you, just do that slow, low march in place. Otherwise, tap, tap. Couple more. Good. Relax it down. Come on down to have a seat. So this is where you want your strap or your towel or your belt or your necktie. Any kind of long strappy thing that you can use. And we're going to take the strap and place it around the ball of your right foot. And then we're going to extend that right leg straight. So if straight to you is down here, that's perfect. I'd rather your leg straight than high. So maybe it stays down here. Maybe you lift it up a little bit. Again, remembering there's no competition here. There's no prize. None of us are going to get our knee to our nose. We just want to feel that sensation, that stretch in the back of our right leg. So we're getting into the hamstrings. Lift the torso up, shoulders back and down, and breathe. So sometimes it can take a little bit for our hamstrings to loosen up. So we've been here for a minute or so. If you're feeling it good right here, please stay right here. If you want to take it a little further, see if that leg will lift any higher now. And breathe. And smile. Good. Then grab both ends of your strap with your right hand. Extend the left arm out to the side. And we're going to play with opening that right leg up any amount to the right. Keeping the torso over the shoulders over the hips. So we're not leaning either way. We're trying to keep it upright. And maybe you lift that leg a little bit higher, maybe not. Breathe. Maybe call to mind your intention that you set at the beginning of class. Good, nice and easy. Bring it back forward. We're going to switch the grip so the left hand grabs both ends of the strap. The right arm reaches out. Now this can be a pretty intense stretch to the outer right hip. We don't stretch that very much, but we're going to see what it feels like to cross that right leg any amount over to the left. And breathe. It's getting into that IT band over on the outer right hip. Good. Gently release back. Go ahead and grab both ends of the strap. Try to lift it a little bit higher again. And release it out. So kind of bounce that right leg a little bit. And notice the difference between your right leg and your left leg. But we'll even it out here now. So go ahead and take that strap or towel or tie or belt around the ball of your left foot and get that left leg straight. Maybe it stays down, maybe you bring it up, just come to wherever you start feeling sensation in the back of that left leg and hang out there and breathe. Direct your breath to the back of that left leg. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Focus on your breath. Stay here. Maybe you play with lifting it up just a fraction of an inch higher. Maybe not. And breathe. Sometimes we tend to clench or grip instead of relaxing into it. See if you can relax anywhere and see if you go any further in the pose. All right, both hands, or left hand's gonna grab both ends of the strap. That right arm can reach out. And we're gonna open that left leg out to the left any amount. Keeping the shoulders over the hips and breathing. Focusing our mind on our intention perhaps. Nice and easy, bring it back forward. Right hand grabs both ends of the strap, left hand extends out to the left. And we gently guide that left leg across the midline of the body over to the right. And breathing. Gently bring it back forward. Give it one last little lift. And release it down. All right, last thing we're going to do before we do our relaxation, we're going to get into the shoulders a little bit. So we're going to hold on to our towel, our belt, our strap. We're going to take the hands a little bit wider than our shoulders, but this you're going to adapt to whatever works best in your body. But on an inhale, we're going to reach that strap up. And we're just going to open the shoulder blade, or close the shoulder blades towards each other. Open the heart center and the collarbones. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, Lift it up and back any amount. Exhale, release. 2 more with your breath. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, lower it down. So you have options here. This time we're going to try to go all the way around. If your shoulders are janky, you're going to want to widen your grip here so that you can get it up and back down. So play with it, whatever works for you. But on an inhale, we're going to lift them up and see what it feels like to take them all the way back around your back. And then inhale it back up. Exhale, release. 3 more like that. Inhale up and all the way back. Inhale it up. Exhale, we lower. I've lost count again. We'll do a couple more. So we always inhale as we rise. Exhale as we lower. Last one. Inhale it up. Exhale, it lowers. And just drop your strap. All right, we're done working. Now we get to relax. So options for Shavasana, our final resting pose, are to stay here in your chair. You can lie down on the earth. If you have a table or a desk in front of you, you can put your head down on your arms. Take a couple minutes to make yourself comfortable, wiggle around, fidget, and then we will settle into stillness. And just take a minute to kind of feel the effects of the class reverberate in your body. Notice if anything has shifted in the body, or the mind, or the spirit. My hope is that things have sort of slowed down. And turn your mind and your thoughts inward. Notice everywhere your body is coming in contact with your chair, with the floor, anything else it's coming in contact with. And allow the body to just melt into that support. Scan the body from head to toe, noticing if you're holding any tension anywhere. If you haven't already, lower the gaze or close the eyes. Surrendering for just a few moments. And I have a reading by Moriah Mountain Dreamer called The Invitation. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you've touched the center of your own sorrow, if you've been opened by life's betrayals or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can live, if you can be with joy, mine or your own. If you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful. Be realistic. Remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty every day. And if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand at the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the full moon, yes! It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in the empty moments. We'll have a couple minutes of silence and then I'll cue you out. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring some small movements to your fingers and to your toes. And then as you're ready, reach the arms up by the ears, maybe the legs extend out. Give yourself a big stretch in both directions like you're just waking up. Reach. And then relax it all back down. And then we'll press the palms together in front of our heart center as our gesture of closing this practice, this sacred time of self-care, this time to nurture our body, our soul, our spirit. Call to mind again your intention that you set, inviting that quality or characteristic to manifest itself a little bit more in your life this week. Thank yourself for showing up on your chair today. And together we express deep gratitude to these bodies of ours for moving as perfectly as they did. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I hope y'all have a good week. Hang in there, and we'll see you next Monday, because I have a feeling we'll still all be at home then. But it was great to spend this hour with you. Take care.